Hi Aries, welcome to your 2016 overview video. This is just a little bit of insight of the possible energies that you may be around or experiences that you may attract for your own learning and self-developing during this cycle of this year. And so, as always, keep in mind that this is just a general reading. Take what it feels right and with what resonates with your own life experiences at the moment. If you would like a private reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. So, Aries 2016, it seems that the major areas of your life, the major aspects that you are wanting to develop, to evolve in, to make it happen, are really upon your hands. So you have a lot of ability during this year to manifest the things you want as more you put yourself in control of the situations. This is where it may feel sometimes weird or hard for you because you entered 2016 feeling a little bit confused about what direction to go, what direction to follow. You don't quite understand yet how you should move on with your life. Because you may be thinking about movement, you may be thinking about traveling, you may be thinking about change, but at the same time, in the beginning of the year, you're not sure about exactly how you should make this happen because it makes you in a point of standstill where you are afraid of the consequences of that change. You are afraid of the judgment you may uh, face and some type of lack of understanding of your own self because you're being called, especially in the first part of 2016, you're being called to make some type of sacrifice. This is the interesting part with the hangman here in the position of yourself, is that the sacrifice, it's not a real sacrifice. It feels that way because this is attached with your ego. It's attached with everything your ego presents to you to make you feel apparently safe and apparently secure in this reality where sometimes we have to be our own worst enemies and become animals to survive in such a competitive type of society. And so maybe you begin the year questioning a lot about yourself, having a crisis of faith about yourself, not understanding your attitudes, not understanding your feelings, not understanding what the hell is going on with you, because you may even face some type of confusion, people not understanding you, people misunderstanding you, and you not being able to process that information in a clear way. So you may begin the year with a type of identity crisis, but this identity crisis is making you grow and making you evolve in terms of accomplishing many things you have been looking for to accomplish. One of them could be related with moving forward, traveling, moving locations, experiencing a new journey in your life, walking away from past situations and moving forward, feeling that you can take charge of your own life and you can take charge of your own ideas and make them manifested. This could also be within relationships. Maybe you are in a standstill within a relationship. Maybe there's this new opportunity presented to you, and that feels like a dream, that feels like a beautiful story, but you don't know how to incorporate this new gained sense of perspective and identity into relating with this another being. So the first 3 months of 2015 are months to be self-reflective, be patient with your own delays, be patient to wait the results of the harvest to be manifested at their own cycle of time, and take this time to reflect, take this time to think about your own denial, to think about where you may be sabotaging yourself, to think about where exactly you want to put your attention in terms of deep change and deep transformations that are ongoing, but exactly where you want to channel that transformation to happen, because it will be a very life changing event for you, and will allow you to grow and to spread your wings and fly finally. And so maybe this movement, this ability to just feel free again, will happen more close to the second part of the year. So after this 3 months, maybe around, yeah, the six months passed, so in the last part of the year, the second half of the year. But anyway, the first half is determined by developing your ability to understand yourself at a deeper level. And not only that, to understand yourself and life from a different angle and from a different perspective. And so the hangman achieves, it's a very mysterious, subtle card. It's hard to pin down. It's hard to tell you exactly this is how it's going to be manifested, because it's like water, it's slippery. It can manifest, it's a chameleon. It can manifest in very different ways. But one thing that there's mostly in common is this ability to um, merge within the vibrations of the environment around you and pick up every single thing, to process that lack of barriers, lack of defense that you may be feeling, to get clarity, but by looking at yourself and looking at the situations from a different perspective and from a different angle. So it's definitely a year where you begin questioning a lot about yourself, trying to understand yourself better, sometimes feeling confused, sometimes feeling a victim of life, a victim of circumstances, and all of this, it's your ego, because you will feel that you will have to make a big sacrifice of yourself to go in the direction of change, to go in the direction of movement that you want to go, and you will face some type of struggle to accept this idea that you're not making any sacrifice. You just see it as a sacrifice because you are over attached, over identified with that ego and the false sense of security and protection that that the ego give to you and to all of us as humans who are overly attached to it. Not to say that we don't need the ego. Of course we do. We do need an ego, but it has to be maintained in a healthy place. It has to be in their place. It cannot over control us. It cannot dominate us. It cannot make us lose track of the soul's evolution and purpose and desire to grow in different aspects. So old attachments, old situations, lack of certainty about what direction to follow, maybe an energy around you in the beginning of the year. But it ultimately, this is allowing you to feel very enlightened and very spiritual, connected with yourself and with others in your life in a very, very, very different way, in a profound, deeper way, in a way where you relate with someone in particular or with your environment in a very emotional, satisfying way. Because in the section of partnerships, which is exactly the opposite house from the first, I'm not going to go here and explain all the technical aspects of it, because I like to read the cards looking at it as the whole picture. Even though I understand some people are curious to know about the technical aspects of it, there's a lot of information out there if you want to know about the mandala reading. And when I start talking, I lose track of time, and so if I take too much time explaining every single step, these videos will be out in the middle of 2016. And so, never mind. The uh, Nine of Cups guarantees you that the environment out there, the people you are attracting during this year, the situations you are attracting during this year are very fulfilling and very emotional, satisfying to you, because you are understanding again with the hangman here working on your identity. You are understanding better what it means to be emotional satisfied. You are understanding your needs emotionally at a deeper level. You are becoming less dependent on external influences, on old conditioning and programming about relationship dynamics and what other people should be in your life. And you're much more accepting and allowing and grateful for the relationships you have in your life and for the new ones to come, because you feel happy. You feel happy by contacting, by bonding much more than you did before. And it may be that you are dreaming, you are wishing to meet that other half, to get closer to someone, to create that beautiful type of relationship where you feel very satisfied. And it may be that you may end up attracting exactly what you are wishing for. So set your intentions right in terms of relationships, in terms of dynamics of love, what it is that you truly want, because and understand it at a deeper level after this hangman process, because you might get it. And we need to really be mindful of the intentions we put out there. And also, the people we attract into our lives are a mirror of ourselves. So of course, if you are working in this hangman process of redemption and letting go and understanding and enlightenment, you will raise your vibration of love. You will raise your vibration of understanding of love and your emotional self, and you will attract people in your life that are resonant with that. But if you keep yourself trapped, which is the biggest trap with the hangman, in the victim mentality and feeling that life is against you, and feeling that there's nothing you can do to change your life and your situations, if you keep yourself in this denial state, dreaming, longing in this very illusion state for that perfect other half to save you, it's probably that you will attract relationships that seem very dreamy and seem like this big fairy tale story, and end up in a disappointment, because this is a feeling that only you yourself can give to yourself. So watch out just these two energies, because in terms of the vibrations you are putting out there, you are very mystic, very out of this world kind of vibe, and so people are drawn to that. People are drawn to that aura of meaningful experiences that you are going by during this time. In terms of your finances and your work life, it seems that actually things will be improving very well in the year of 2016. You may begin the year still waiting, still wanting to see the accomplishment, wanting to see the results of your work, wanting to see the results of what you're waiting for to grow and to be manifested, so you can harvest it and take it to your own life, implement. So it's not going to happen right in the beginning of the year, more towards, again, the second half. It's when things seem to start improving. But you will get finally something that you have been waiting for in terms of money, in terms of your work life, in terms of physical aspects of life, in terms of security, safety, success, being able to move on with this part of your life. You will achieve this year. You will achieve a pentacle of stability in terms of your finances, which is awesome. So not only for yourself, but as well as your family life, as well as your environment, as well as other people around you. They are very supportive of this exchange of energies between what you have to gain and what they have to offer you. And so you have the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles falling in the money house position. So this is one of the best things you can get. So it seems like there's a lot waiting for you, and you are aware of that. You are aware that there's a lot of wealth, abundance, happiness in this area of your life that can be promoted to you out of your effort, out of your hard work, out of your patience, and it will be given to you and it will be granted to you. And this can have the ability actually to transform you at a very deep level, understanding that you are feeling safer at a deeper level, you are feeling secure at a deeper level, and so you allow yourself to spread your wings. Maybe you are waiting for this money, you are waiting for these opportunities to again make the change locations, travel, move your location of work, of life, of whatever. And it's like you're waiting for these resources to give you the ability to move on with your life. And so this is very, very, very good thing to happen in the year, because it will allow you to feel cemented on your own ground. It will allow you the ability to feel solid enough to move forward and to achieve the great things you are wanting to achieve. This could also mean that the finances as a whole, as a family, if you do live with someone, will also be improved together with your own resources, allowing this state of abundance and wealth to happen. And so be patient, work on your sense of self-value, self-worth, understanding that this money, this success, this opportunity will come. You planted all that you could. You made all the efforts. You have done all the work about it, and now it's time to wait. It's time to see the energies coming towards you. There's nothing else that's out of your physical effort you can do to accelerate the situation, because for you this money situation, this financial situation is a test of time, of understanding the cycles of time, the cycles of nature, that everything you put out there, every seed you plant, it will take its own time to grow, mature, and blossom. And 2016 will be a year of blossoming in terms of work opportunities, in terms of um, feeling more abundant in this area of life. And so, again, you are waiting for this to probably move forward. You are waiting for this probably to be able to get yourself away from a place or a situation that you really want to put behind you. Together here with the Six of Swords and the Chariot, following in the exact cards that talk about movement and change and communications and traveling. It's very, very interesting. So you want to move forward. You want to leave things behind. In 2016, you will feel this even more deep need to be accountable for your own life, to take charge of it, to take the decisions, to move one way or another, but to move and not regret it, because you feel this energizing feeling on you that gives you just the trust, the courage to just move forward despite the consequences that may be out of that. So you are very determined, you are very willing to rise above your limitations of the environment around you right now and make the changes that are necessary to grow, to evolve, to make yourself accountable and reliant on yourself, not only in terms of the physical aspects of life, not only wanting to move to go to a different location, a different job, a different house, but as well mentally. So you are very driven to mentally use your mind in a different way, to think outside the box, to get rid of all these type of thoughts that would in the past condition you, to move away from every misused opinions and judgments of yourself, of others, just like not caring, starting to not absolutely care about what others think, and also being less judgmental with yourself. And so you are more original, more visionary, more out of the box thinking in this process. And this is very good, because it allows you again to get closer to your true self, get closer to your heart, get closer to what it is that you truly are trying to achieve. And so your ambitions, especially around the second half of the year, your ambitions will rise to a very high level. You will be very ambitious, you will be very driven, and you will be very mindful of the things you want to make happen, very sometimes impatient, but willing to make the changes. And as well, in terms of your work life, again, in your home life, there's something you want to cut. There's a tie you want to cut from the family life, from past situations that you are in some way associated with, in terms of your home, of your where you live, of where you used to live, the way you relate at the intimate level with your loved ones. There's something you want to cut. There's some type of truth, some type of judgment that you are making in terms of your home life, and you really are trying to cut this. You're trying to make yourself the master, the figure, the authority figure, telling the truth, not caring anymore, just saying it about what it is that you truly you truly want to say and you truly want to put out there and to communicate with your family, with your loved ones, or just cutting ties with an old house, cutting ties with an old um, connection that for you it just doesn't make sense anymore, and that's why you wanting to change and you wanting to push forward and you wanting to move, because there's something from the past in terms of where you used to live, what home used to mean to you, what family used to mean to you, that you really want to cut. And so maybe you will be sometimes very harsh on your words, very blunt, very upfront, very honest, and sometimes too hurtful in the things you say. It's where you need to watch out, because this need to be superior and this need to be the authority figure, and just say it as you think it, can sometimes be too brutal or too harsh on others, and there's a need to compromise in the way um, in the way you express yourself. Of course, always saying your truth and be reliant on your truth, but being mindful that sometimes words cut deeper than swords, like I always say, and words are very powerful. And you are moving away from old type of aggressive behavior that could cause turmoil in your life. And so it's like you hold the sword of truth. You are very intelligent, very communicative, very discriminative of what you are saying and doing, but do it in the right way, in a righteous way, in a way where you know what you are doing and you know what you are saying, because it's exactly what you're thinking and exactly what you're feeling. And so, in terms of your position in your work life, in your goals, in the higher ambitions you have, again, with the Pentacle card and with the Queen here, a lot of emphasis in just wanting to provide for yourself and others, wanting to be this practical organizer of your own life, feeling that finally you hold wisdom, you hold the empire over yourself, and there's nothing else you need to worry about in this aspect of life. And you are determined to achieve balance, you are determined to achieve nurturance, you are determined to give away this achievements and this success to promote safety, not only for yourself but again for your loved ones and the people you want to share, you want to share this recognition, you want to share this wealth, you want to share this abundance with. So the Queen of Pentacles is a very practical figure. She helps others and she is the best at organizing the practical aspects of life. So she understands like no other, what is to be here in reality, what is here to be done. She doesn't overthinks things. She is not over emotional. She's not over impulsive. She is not over the top in everything. She keeps herself grounded and looking at her resources and being smart about her resources to make it last and make it safe to everything that she wants to take on. So this is like you are achieving something big. You are achieving something that allows you to feel finally you achieved here a stage in your life where you feel secure. In the more lower type of security in terms of survival, in terms of what gives us the ability to cement the ground and just rise above it and look for opportunities to look at different things. So you are very you achieve a pentacle of success and you achieve um, this authority feeling in this aspect of your life, and so you are very 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 secure. Then it seems like the most challenging thing you have here working is maybe in the sector of your friendships, your biggest dreams and goals. There may be some type of tension, some type of situations here happening around half truth, half truths, not saying what you should say, trying to sneak out on the situation, trying to deny a situation, not looking at not wanting to admit the consequences of some actions. And so it seems like the area of your social life, more in terms of your friends or romance or there's this aura of deceit and this aura of lack of good communication, lack of good understanding, and putting a lot of ego in the way to receive this energy properly. And so you may face some type of challenges, you may face some type of situations that it seems that you need to constantly, again, face opposition, face criticism, suddenly having many things attacking you at the same time in this area of life, um, and really not seeing it coming, and really not understanding why you need to go through this, because it's like it's testing your bravery, it's testing your ground, it's testing your ability to trust yourself and trust your ideas. And even if the group doesn't, the group where you are associated with, the network you are associated with, don't really understand or don't really agree or want to compete with you, it doesn't matter, because you have to compromise with your own self, with your own ideas. And so your energies are driven to push forward, are driven to be brave, to not give up just because you are facing conflicts or facing some type of criticism over ideas you're trying to push forward. And you are trying to push forward many, many, many things. You are planning. You end up the year planning a lot. You end up the year seeing life as a bigger, wider place, understanding that you can take over the world, that you have all that it takes to take over the world, understanding that you want to plan, that you want to travel, that you want to expand, that you want to be in this spirit of passion, where whatever you do, whatever you want to go, and whatever with whom you want to go, it has to have passion. It has to have fire. It has to have inspiration to drive both of you forward into achieving something together. It can't. You are. You end up the year very with the eyes on adventure, with the eyes on the horizon, wanting to make partner creative partnerships, passionate thinking about your own vision, passionate thinking about your own desires, about what you want to accomplish. You want to go far. It's like the best thing this year has to offer you is this expansion feeling. You will feel expansive. You will feel that whatever you go through, it's worth it, because it's making you again a bigger person, a more evolved person, and it's presenting you opportunities after opportunities of understanding things at a deeper level. And the best thing about this is this: you have this inner strength. You have this inner ability to endure this process. You have a lot of stamina this year. Not in the first 3 months. After that, you will see your energy levels rising. You will see this new gain sense of energy, of power, of dominance over yourself, where you are very internally you are very powerful. You end up the year very powerful, very self-assured of yourself and the things that you are able to accomplish because of this strength, and because you endure so much challenges, you endure so much tasks of patience, that you become a master of it. So it's like in the end of the year with the strength card, you end up as stronger as you ever been, as kinder at the same time as you ever been, because there's this inner wisdom of how to face challenges of life in the proper way. So I wish you a great 2016 year. We'll see each other soon.